The price of Bitcoin is obviously going to go to 41,000 US dollars in the next coming few days. Now, I know a lot of you are probably saying, hey, Muna, the price of Bitcoin hasn't gone to 41,000 US dollars, and you've been talking about the price going to 41,000 US dollars for the past 2 weeks. So what are you talking about? Obviously, Bitcoin is in a in a bearish trajectory. Well, one thing that you have to understand is these cycles do take a little bit of time to kind of play out, and just because it's not really happening right now, it doesn't really mean that it's not going to happen eventually. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the price is eventually going to end up going to 41,000 US dollars. And for one reason, every time I start doing the live stream, that's when my nose becomes itchy. For some reason I was fine all this time, but every time I just press record live streaming, my nose all of a sudden starts itching. So anyhow, the current price of Bitcoin right about now is around 33,929. We are almost at 34,000 US dollars. Oh, by the way, in today's episode we are also going to talk about Zilliqa, Uniswap, and Cardano as well. Plus, we're also going to look at a few trending, cryptocurrencies that we are having. So if you are watching this video right about now, big shout out to everybody tuned in right now. And you guys already know what to do. Smash the like button. And I'm obviously looking forward to hearing from you. Please, if you've got any questions, any comments, please drop them in the live stream comment section. And if you're going to be watching it a little bit later, you can always leave your feedback. So anyhow, one thing that you have to understand is the price of BTC is at a very crucial level. And right now, as you can see, right, the price is obviously coming to this particular part of the market where it is going to make a decisive move. But one of the things that I have been talking about is the 33,300 support level. So a few days ago, right, we did obviously end up dropping below 33,300 level, as you can see right over here from 7th of July. Well, let me switch over to the daily candle. So the 8th and the 9th, we were below 33,300, which is a very crucial level in order for us to reach our 41,000 US dollar price target. But this time around, the price is already back in and we are trading above 33,300. So this is one of the reasons why I'm really strongly believing that the price of Bitcoin is going to go to 41,000 US dollars, because we have regained this particular level. Now, a lot of you might be saying, hey, Muna, the CME gap is probably going to be below a particular threshold. So let's just take a look at the CME gap, because tomorrow is going to be a Monday and the prices are going to continue, they're going to resume trading. So if we take a look at the CME gaps, right, we've got CME gaps which are probably going to be around 33,400. So let me just look that up right now. If I can see the BTC1 ticker exchange for the CME gaps, yeah, this one right over here. So as you can see, right, the CME gap is probably going to be around 33,455. So this is probably going to get filled tomorrow ASAP, and then we're going to resume trading towards the upside, and the price is obviously going to be bullish by Tuesday, Wednesday. We're going to have like a very bullish week, because right about now the price is very strategic, because we are not really having like a very dramatic and drastic pump towards the upside, because the CME gaps don't need to be like a huge gap, so this is one of the reasons why it is kind of hovering around the 33,900, 33,600, so that we don't really have like a huge gap. If that happens, then tomorrow and this week, the next 5 days are going to be ultra bullish. And due to the fact that we have regained this particular support level that we were looking out for, and just like I told you, right, according to the Wyckoff theory, right, the one that we have been using to trade this particular level and area, we are at a very crucial and strategic level, because this particular level that we are currently at right now, it is the retest. So this is the absolute best area to sort of put in a long and wait for the build up towards the previous all-time high as far as the range. So at this particular moment, ladies and gentlemen, we are on the test type of level. Okay, this is the level that we are on right about now. And if I flip over using the line, right, if I do this, it really becomes blatantly clear if I do this, right? So let me get rid of these fractals right over here. So if I do this, right, it really becomes clear that this particular phase that we are in, this is the phase which is absolutely crucial in order for us to like continue with our trajectory towards 41,000 US dollars. And this is the absolute best area to sort of put in a long. Now, I'm a little bit skeptical due to the fact that tomorrow we have a CME futures, which is around 33,455. So obviously, if the price in the next few hours is going to drop close to 33,455, right? Once the CME gaps get filled tomorrow, I'm telling you, it's going to be an absolute bargain, and this is going to like yield you some very good results because the price is eventually going to end up going to 41,000 US dollars. So basically, from now till the CME starts working, we're just going to be hovering between 33,400 to about 33,900, but we are gaining momentum as far as bullishness is concerned. So this is one of the reasons why, if you had to take this trade, right, this could potentially end up being a 20% price increment in terms of your portfolio. Now, I also want to take a look at something which is very important. So let me flip over back to the candlestick type of patterns. Okay, so as you can see right over here, right, we have this slanting declining resistance, and guess what happened? We are kind of breaking above it. Okay, we are breaking above it, because if we were to get rejected, I mean, we can still technically get rejected, we can still end up kind of dropping and then eventually breaking out of it. But so far it really looks like we are doing a very great job in terms of where we are coming from. So this is one of the reasons why I really believe that we are forming some sort of more bullish scenarios and more bullish factors that are really going to make us perform very well. But I'm not really neglecting the fact that we might potentially drop down, because as you can see right over here, right, we are obviously getting a little bit of a rejection. So if you take a look at this 1 hour candle, right, this is probably a swing failure pattern, right? We've got an an SFP, a swing failure pattern. Okay, SFP pattern just simply means swing failure pattern, and this is where we have such type of price trajectory. So I wouldn't really get surprised if we have some slight bearishness, which is going to see the price of Bitcoin drop a little bit close to around 3,400, because this is absolutely close to the CME gap. So we're obviously going to have a price drop, because this particular slanting resistance is obviously playing its role. But eventually, once we sort of get to find stability, let's say around this particular area between 33,500 all the way to around 33,000 US dollars, that's going to be like a very great re-entry. But for me, I'm already building my positions. I've been building my positions since here, and I've been adding to my positions. So to me, it doesn't really matter, because by the end of it all, the price of Bitcoin is obviously going to end up going to about 41,000 US dollars. And if we look at the 3-day chart, right, the 3-day chart is just beginning to form this sort of bullish candle, and this particular candle is going to end up completing in the next 4 hours. So we've got about 4 hours in order for this particular 3-day candle to sort of finish. And if you guys are going to sort of compare it with the previous candle, right, this is a bullish sort of engulfing candle in comparison to the previous one. So if we flip over to the daily, right, the daily candle makes much more sense, because we have like a clear blatant bullish engulfing candle, because the previous candle was kind of bearish, and then the following candle was overall overwriting the bearishness which was here. So for the past few days, right, I gave you some bearish scenarios, and I was expecting the price to like really start forming this trajectory towards the downside, but that was overwritten by this particular candle that we ended up forming on the 9th of July 2021. This particular candle just sort of overwrought and kind of broke this particular downward pattern. So from here, the game has changed. Everything is absolutely bullish because we are beginning to create this bullish momentum. So all you have to do is concentrate on these past two candles right over here, and obviously are going to discover that the next candles that we are obviously going to be experiencing probably tomorrow, which is a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, these are going to be like very bullish candles, and we're going to see like some absolute gigantic moves like this, like these ones right over here. So this is one of the reasons why I'm absolutely beginning to sort of create and sort of develop my long positions, because by the end of it all, I really want to like take advantage of the price going to 41,000 US dollars, and it's going to happen whether you like it or not. The price is going to end up going to 41,000 US dollars. So Tony Black says, how about Axis Infinity? Is it still advisable to buy? So when it comes to Axie Infinity, I wouldn't buy Axie Infinity right now, especially if you are jumping in pretty late, because this is obviously the all-time high right about now, right? So obviously getting to purchase Axie Infinity when it has done a lot of price momentum, a lot of price pump, it's not really like a very smart move in terms of risk to reward ratio. However, there is an alternative. So guys, I don't really want to end up giving you this as a buy recommendation because I'm still doing my research, but it is some sort of Axie Infinity type of game as far as the Binance Smart Chain is concerned. So this one is called DPET. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to go do your research, dig in, check the white paper, check the contract details, check the team members, and just do your basic research, because my DeFi pet is also some sort of blockchain game where you can play to earn and just basically make that passive income. So this one is absolutely a greater opportunity in terms of price appreciation as far as your cryptocurrency portfolio is concerned, because the market cap is about 21 million US dollars. However, it is very risky, okay, because they say the lower the market cap, the higher the risk. So it's just something that you would look into. I'm looking into my DeFi pet, and I don't really want to like put it out there yet, because sometimes, especially these coins that are only being listed on PancakeSwap, right? Because they're only listed on PancakeSwap and MEXC Global, so they're basically mostly on decentralized exchanges. So they are very risky. So I wouldn't go all in. I wouldn't go crazy as far as investing in DPET. But I really believe that now that people are going to be gravitating towards, play to earn type of cryptocurrencies such as Axie Infinity, I really think this has got a very great first mover advantage in terms of the Binance Smart Chain. So this is one of the reasons I'm just saying, hey, take a look at this. But no financial advice. I haven't invested anything yet, because I'm still doing my research. But looking at that market cap, you can really end up making quite a lot of money. Matthew, what up? How you doing? Okay, so let's get back to BTC before you guys get me carried away. So yeah, I'm very happy that you guys are here, and I'm very happy that you guys are enjoying your profits, and you are in good health. And you're obviously being very safe. So I'm very happy that you guys are doing absolutely great. So just like I was telling you, right, this particular structure is a very bullish structure to me. Okay, you've got a bullish engulfing candle followed by indecision. The next sort of candles that we're going to be forming are clear, blatant pushes towards the upside. However, since tomorrow we have the CME gap at 33,455, I really expect the price to kind of drop down to about 33,400 all the way to around I don't know, 33,000 US dollars, even slightly below that. If that happens, I'm going to be stocking up on a lot of alternative cryptocurrencies, I'm going to be investing in BTC a whole lot because I really want to take advantage of this particular Wyckoff structure. So that to me is absolutely bullish. So now that you guys already know the blueprint as far as Bitcoin is concerned, right? I want you to look at a few other things that are really going to sort of solidify your bullish narrative. So one of the things that I'm looking at is I need to see the price of BTC start trading out of this particular slanting resistance. And the other thing is we need to maintain the 3,300 US dollars. If that happens, then that is obviously going to be very, very bullish for us. And we're obviously going to continue going up. So as far as other indicators are concerned, right, I'm not even a big fan of using indicators because they are lagging indicators, if you know what I mean. They're like very, very delayed. So if you take a look at the RSI, right, the RSI is beginning to like build up towards the upside. Okay, so that to me is pretty bullish. If we look at other things like the MACD, right, if you look at the daily candle, the MACD is beginning to gain some sort of momentum. So we obviously need some more green bars, you know, like that building up just like we had right over here. Okay, and the MACD is about to cross the 0 threshold. So the more this happens, the more the bullish narrative goes on. So I don't even know why people want to be very, very bearish. Because, you know, the bearish chapter kind of finished when we had this bullish cross right over here, and then we also had another bullish cross right over here. So I don't really know why anybody would be pretty bearish. And if we take a look at the bars, right, we are beginning to gain momentum towards the upside. So to me, everything is like showing me some bullish narrative. You know, I just don't know why people are being very bearish at this particular moment. The other parameter that we can look at is obviously the funding rate, right? If you look at the funding rate for the past few days has been negative, and you guys already know if the funding rate consistently remains negative, that is absolutely bullish because the market makers have got incentives to do the opposite of what the retail people are doing. So basically what this is telling me is a lot of people are shorting the market. Okay, so about 70% of the retail traders right now, they are bearish. A lot of them are going short. This is one of the reasons why we've got a negative funding rate. So when that happens, right, usually the price tends to do the opposite of what the majority are expecting. So if everybody is bearish and everybody is like shorting the market, trust me, there's absolutely going to be a very, very bullish pump which is going to happen sooner or later. You just have to be patient enough. But I really believe that this particular week is going to be, you know, the most exciting, one of the most exciting weeks that we're going to have, because obviously, you know, we've been in this particular stagnant phase, if I can put it that way. Everything has been boring and nothing much has happened. But this time around, there's going to be that explosiveness which is going to occur, and a lot of people are going to be caught off guard. A lot of people are going to be surprised, but not around here, because we've got the blueprint. We definitely have the blueprint. So what else are you guys talking about? Crypto Mamba says, I hit the like button. I'm just saying you should consider it too. Thanks, Muna. Okay, Crypto Mamba, thanks a lot. Yeah, smash the like button. You guys already know what to do. Matthew says, up or down, just something. Okay. Please tell me BTC gonna crash to 20k so I can take Polkadot for $5. Well, I don't know how long you guys have been watching me, but this is my plan. This is what is going to happen as far as the Wyckoff theory is concerned. BTC might potentially go to 20,000 US dollars, but not immediately. This could happen after certain things happen. Right about now, the most probable scenario is for the price of BTC to pump towards 41,000 US dollars. Okay, this is what is going to happen. This is the most probable outcome which is about to happen in the next coming few days. Between the next 5 to about 14 days, we're most likely going to pump towards 41,000 US dollars. Then based on what is going to happen here, based on what the price is going to do here, then we can further project what will most likely happen. Personally, I really believe that the price is obviously going to break above this particular resistance and use it as support. Well, let's say it doesn't really get to use this particular area as support. Let's say it gets rejected. If we end up going to about 41,000 to about 42,000 or even 43,000, right? And then we end up getting rejected. And if that rejection is going to be very strong, right? If that rejection is going to be very strong and we come back down to this particular level, then yes, the price of Bitcoin could potentially go to about 20,000 to about 24,000 US dollars only if it gets rejected here. So in case you're waiting for the price of BTC to go to about 20,000 US dollars, you might end up waiting a little bit longer, probably like in the next 1 to 2 months. But the most probable price trajectory in the next coming few days is probably going to 41,000, and I really believe that the price is going to break above this particular level and start using it as support, and then we're going to end up pumping towards 45,000, 50,000, and then get rejected, then drop to about 20,000, even 19,000. So that is going to be the price trajectory in the next coming few months. Woo, it's pretty hot. I don't really know about you guys, but the weather around here is pretty hot, and you know, I'm like literally sweating my AWS off right now. So yeah, that's basically what's going to happen as far as BTC is concerned, but that doesn't really matter. Like we shouldn't think way ahead of ourselves. Let's just wait for the price interaction. Once the price gets to 41,000 to about 42,000, let's see what the price of BTC is going to do here. Then we can further on talk about what might potentially happen, whether we're going to end up going up or whether we're going to come back crashing towards the downside. So Matthew, I really hope that I answered your question and you are in the clear as far as that is concerned. So today we have some more people watching us, so welcome to the live stream. I go by the name of Muna, aka Beyond 10x. In case you've got any other questions and suggestions for me, please drop everything in the comment section below. Matthew says Canada isn't as hot. Okay, because I'm in Moscow. So Russia and Canada have got like somewhat of a similar, type of weather. So right about now is around 33 degrees. We're like in summer. So summer is pretty hot. Winter is pretty cold as well. So everything in Russia is pretty extreme. You've got extreme summer and extreme winter as well. Oh, by the way, Moscow is like in the European part of Russia, so it's not really as bad as Siberia or Yakutsk and all those crazy areas. So yeah, so that's what's happening here. So anyway, let's talk about some other coins. So now that you guys understand what my plan is as far as BTC is concerned, right? Then you obviously know that altcoins are going to be following whatever BTC is going to be doing. So basically, if BTC is going to be very bullish, right? Obviously, altcoins are going to do very well. This is one of the reasons why, for example, Zilliqa is going to do very well, and it is obviously going to pump. So what you need to do is you need to start building your positions and start doing what you have to do in order for you to just take advantage of what is going to happen, especially if the price of BTC is going to end up pumping to about 41,000 US dollars. So this is one of the reasons why I'm actually encouraging a lot of people right now to build their positions as far as making quick scalps as far as these altcoins are concerned, because to be honest with you, a lot of these altcoins are pretty much oversold. A lot of them have been, they've been bidden like crazy. They're like really literally at the that particular phase of the market where they could have like some sort of pullback and then eventually get rejected a little bit later. So this is one of the reasons why it wouldn't be a bad idea from a risk to reward type of ratio to build your positions as far as altcoins are concerned. But remember, just like I told you, right, the price of BTC might or could end up getting rejected out at about 41,000 US dollars. So this is one of the reasons why I'm only going to be getting this particular percentage, 20% as far as BTC is concerned. So when it comes to altcoins, right, altcoins could end up pumping by about 35 maybe 25 to about 35%. And that is a great bargain if you really look at it from that perspective as well. So pretty much all the altcoins, a lot of altcoins are going to end up doing very well, and it's going to be very, very good for a lot of people to, you know, take advantage of this particular rare opportunity. And remember, it is only going to be like a scalp for me. It's just going to be like a mid-term, short-term to mid-term type of trade, because by the end of it all, we don't really know whether, you know, BTC is going to end up dropping back down or if it's going to continue. However, if you look at it from a risk to reward ratio, it is a great trading opportunity where you could potentially end up making about 25 to about 30%, which is absolutely ridiculous. So for example, if you've got about 100,000 US dollars, you can end up, you know, making about 30,000 US dollars just in this particular wave trajectory as far as the volatility is concerned. So those are the types of trades that I love taking. And you know, when it comes to growing your portfolio, right, you have to sort of have a vision in terms of how you're going to execute and what you're going to do and what you're aiming for, you know, because by the end of it all, you need to have a plan. You need and when it comes to like planning out your trades, right, you need to plan out your trades in comparison with the technical analysis. And this is one of the reasons why a lot of you end up making a lot of money, right? You end up being a paper millionaire, if I can put it that way, because the prices are doing very well, and all of a sudden you've got this euphoria and you just think it's just going to end up doing that for the rest of your life, and then a few months later everything corrects, and then you're back to ground zero. You're back to where you started from, and you didn't really take advantage. But if you plan your trades according to the technical analysis based on support and resistance, you guys are going to be very strict on yourselves, and you're going to be like giving yourselves some targets where you need to like get out of the markets and go into USD Tether and wait for the next move to happen. So this is one of the things that I usually teach people when it comes to, you know, growing your portfolio, because by the end of it all, you have to grow your portfolio. You have to make progress, because if you're not really growing your portfolio, right, and you're going back to zero, back to where you were because you didn't take profits, right, by the end of it all, you're going to end up feeling bad, you know. So this is one strategy that I use is you know, you're just supposed to like figure out where the next resistance is, where the next support is, because if you are able to like figure out where the next resistance is, right, you're going to be very strict and you're going to be able to sort of take profits. Like right now, as far as Bitcoin is concerned, we have an idea, we have a clue. You know, we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to either go between 41,000 to about 43,000 US dollars, and we are aiming for about a 20% profit. Okay, so once we get that 20%, we're out, we're back into USD Tether, and we're going to be looking for our next move. So we just keep on flipping just like that, and like that, you overall make progress, your portfolio sort of grows, and you sort of avoid such situations where everything is doing very well. You get in around this particular level, you keep on pumping, and then the price sort of erases all the gains that you made, and then you're like, okay, I spent all this time investing in cryptocurrencies, everything was good, I was doing very fine, but how come my cryptocurrency portfolio is back to where it was? Well, that's because you don't really have a plan. You don't really have you know, an execution list and what you need to look out for. And this is one of the reasons why you need to have the blueprint, and you need to like sort of you know, work on these things, and it's really going to help you out. So yeah, big shout out to everybody watching me. What are you guys talking about? Okay, so 0 degrees in New Zealand. Oh man, 0 degrees, that really sucks. But does New Zealand really get that cold? Okay, how can it be 0 degrees in New Zealand this time around? This is like July. Okay, so 27 here. Patrick, which country is that? Joseph Sinho says, I appreciate the work you put in. Thank you. Could you take a look at Holo, my friend? So yeah, let's take a look at Holo cryptocurrency, Holo chain. Yeah, it should be this one. So just like I told you, right, you don't even need to overcomplicate stuff, because everything is at the bottom. Everything is like literally at the base right over here. It dropped by about 81% since April. Come on, man, this is like an absolute bargain right over here. And due to the fact that everything is directly correlated with the price of BTC, right? If BTC pumps, the altcoins are going to pump as well. So since you guys already know that the price of BTC is going to go to about 41,000 to about 43,000, right? There's going to be like a pump which is going to happen. What are you supposed to do? Just get whatever coin you really believe in. You know, as far as this particular level is concerned, right? This is a very good accumulation phase. And if you take a look at this particular area around you know, 0.005, this was one of the perfect opportunities. And right now it's still like a great bargain if you guys are going to make a quick scalp. And remember, I am a day trader slash, I don't know, I flip coins. You know, I flip my portfolio. I get in, I get out. So it also depends on your schedule as well. It also depends how busy you guys are, because by the end of it all, I might give you all these targets. I might give you all these potential support and resistance type of levels. But if you are a very busy type of guy, it doesn't really matter. You can buy and then come back to 1 or 2 years from now. It doesn't really matter. But if you guys are consistently looking at the markets, if you guys have got the opportunity to sort of sell and buy, then you need to take advantage of the volatility, because by the end of it all, the volatility is what is going to help your cryptocurrency portfolio grow. You know, so all the altcoins out there, a lot of them they are at a similar phase. It's just a few altcoins that have outdone, you know, some other altcoins, like for example Axie. Okay, so I want you guys to take a look at this particular, you know, accumulation phase you know, before I show you something else. So let's take a look at the max. Just have this image in your head. Just have this image of this particular, you know, price trajectory in your head. Now let's take a look at Axie, AXS. Now this is a very extreme example because not all coins are going to have this particular trajectory. Okay, so if you take a look at this, right, it is the same in terms of the accumulation phase. So a lot of these altcoins are on this particular phase. They are on the accumulation phase, but not a lot of them are going to be as dramatic and as pumpy as AXS, you know, because Axie Infinity has just all of a sudden just gained a lot of momentum. A lot of people are absolutely going crazy as far as Axie Infinity is concerned. So this one is some sort of special type of scenario, but for the most part, a lot of you know, altcoins are going to be in this particular phase, and there's going to be you know, like a mini pump, which is obviously going to take it to some greater heights. So to me, a lot of altcoins are no-brainers right now. A lot of altcoins are absolute bargains, and just for a quick flip in the next coming 2 weeks, I really believe that everything is going to end up pumping. Take a look at Zilliqa. Take a look at Zilliqa, right? This is a daily. Same situation. Same type of accumulation trajectory. This is the 3-day, right? If we take a look at the daily, right, if we even take a look at the 12-hour, exact same scenario with Axie and with Holochain. It's pretty much similar. It's very similar because everything is directly correlated to BTC, and a lot of altcoins have got the same type of behavior. So this is one of the reasons why I'm saying, if you guys have got any specific coins that you really like, and you guys have done all the research, you've done your due diligence, and you like them, I think for a quick flip in the next coming, you know, 5 to about 14 days, I really believe that these altcoins are going to do very well. So let's take a look at Uniswap as well. Yeah, so Zilliqa is also a very great buy. It's a very great opportunity as well. Uniswap should have the same situation. So take a look at that. This one is a little bit advanced because it has come out of its you know, accumulation phase and is about to sort of start pumping. So this one didn't even drop as much because it's only about 54% in comparison to the previous all-time high, but everything still applies. These are great bargains, and for a quick flip, I really believe that most of the altcoins are going to do very, very well. So yeah, big shout out to everybody watching me right now. That's all I had for you today. I don't really want to make this particular episode very, very long because a lot of you are sort of you've got a short attention span, and you guys don't really want to watch a lot of you know, crazy technical analysis. So in conclusion, BTC is absolutely bullish. We've got a lot of bullish factors sooner or later we're going to end up breaking the slanting downward resistance right over here. However, you guys have to remember and take note that we have the CME gap, which is probably going to be below the current price. It is going to end up opening at 33,455. So this is one of the reasons why if you are looking for a better entry, I would suggest you wait for the price to sort of fill the CME gap, and then wherever it is going to end up stabilizing, there's going to be probably some support. It could end up going to about 33,000 or even 33,300. Wherever it is going to end up finding support once the CME gap has been filled, just get in, long it. Of course, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but personally, I've been building my position. You guys have heard me talk about the price of BTC, going to 41,000 US dollars for the past 1 week, and I'm still building my position. I'm still building my position because I really believe that this is definitely going to happen as far as the Wyckoff theory is concerned. So this is the trade. We are currently at this particular phase. We are on the test phase when it comes to the risk to reward ratio. This is a very great entry. This is the best entry. Okay, so when it comes to trading such a particular pattern, right, you could either enter on the spring, but it's very hard to catch the spring, or you can end up entering on the test. Right now we are on this particular phase, and let me show you one more time. If we flip over to the line, you guys are going to see that this is exactly the test phase, which is absolutely the best entry, So we're going to have another push towards the bottom probably tomorrow, and that is going to be the most easiest entry and safest entry that that one could ever take as far as us reaching this particular level. And I'm aiming for this particular pump, which is going to be approximately 20% as far as BTC is concerned. When it comes to altcoins, that's probably going to be between 25 to about 35%. Boom. Once we get here, then I'm going to give you an update depending on what is going to happen. Are we going to end up breaking above this particular level and start using it as support, or we're going to get rejected? So that is going to be determined whenever we reach that particular phase. So for now, clear everything that I said. Just know that the price is going to go to 41,000, and then from here we're going to make our next move, and we're going to sort of do what we have to do. So just keep it simple. Don't overthink. Don't overanalyze. It's pretty basic. The other thing is the funding rate is negative. We are having a negative funding rate, and that is a very bullish sign. We've been having a negative funding rate consistently for the past 3-4 days, so this is absolutely good, and it really means that the market makers are going to do what they do, and that is usually making a lot of people suffer, and they're going to punish a lot of people who are shorting, because 70% of the retail traders right now, they are shorting. And this is one of the reasons why we are having the negative funding rate, because the shorts are sort of paying the longs right now. So Binance is actually paying people to go long, so there are incentives to drive the price kind of towards the upside, because they need to liquidate people who are sort of shorting the market, because 70% of you out there, you guys are shorting the market. All right, so yeah, that's all I had for you today. It's been your boy Mina, aka Beyond 10x. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this one. Next time around, I'm probably going to keep it shorter, and I'm trying to improve. I've got a lot of imperfections, but hopefully you guys sort of sat through this whole thing, and you guys understood my strange accent, and you got the juice. You are able to separate the meat from the bones, and you guys are able to like make some money, hopefully, potentially. So whatever you guys are going to make, that's all on you. I'm not a financial advisor. Whatever you do, please do your own due diligence. So yeah, have a productive and fruitful week, and remember, always practice safe trading. Always look at the risk. Always utilize the stop loss, because by the end of it all, your cryptocurrency portfolio needs to grow, and you can only improve by actually executing. Okay, so yeah, talk to you a little bit later. You guys have been awesome. Thank you for the support. Smash the like button and drop all the contributions in the comment section below, and I'm probably going to talk to you tomorrow.